This episode is dedicated to our Ultra Bra, Matthew.
That's what I am! The total package!
Lex Luger has come from out of nowhere!
And it takes us back to part 2, Billy! I don't know!
Can you give me a bit of Vince? Like he does a welcome to Monday Night Raw.
Welcome.
This is
Can't.
amazing.
Can't.
The gravel.
Can't Vince it. I can't do. I'll do it in his 80s voice.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to Monday Night Raw.
So much better.
Welcome to Monday Night Raw.
That's late 90s Vince.
Yeah.
Grapefruit Vince. Hello and welcome to OSW Review. He's Steve.
Yep.
And he's V1.
What's the story?
And this is Jay. And this is the first ever Raw. Let's fucking do it. Welcome, Noggers. What did you make of the last show?
It was a great show. My first ever markout moment in OSW.
Holy shit. Over what?
The Incredible Hulk.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Richie Rich.
He put you over, you son of a bitch.
Oh, and I'll tell you what. I have shown that to anyone who crosses my path.
Friend or foe.
Yeah, and instances where I have talked about the show. I've said to people, "Oh, my show, blah, 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 or our
My
show,
show.
our show."
Oh, the
Well, they
truth
don't
is
fucking
out.
know you
The
two,
truth is out.
and they're like, "Eh," but this is the first time people have actually gone, "Wow, that's fucking awesome." And these are people who would naturally give out about me doing this podcast.
Who naturally hate the show.
Your show.
Yeah, my man.
We're not just like,
Very good, Jay. Very good. But no, amazing.
ooh, after our latest episode, we're up to 92,000 YouTube subscriptions.
Holy shit. We're nearly there, Jay.
So it's taken us 7 years to get to 8 years to get to 100,000 people, right? So another 70 years to get to 1 million.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Which means possibly at least one of us will still be alive.
Oh, massive thanks to Scott Hurley with research, as well as Luke, who's done a whopper job with the OSW history section of the site. It's awesome. You can, all those factoids that I have, they're all on the OSW site. Another day, another episode. Another episode, another OSW tattoo.
Whoa.
There we go.
Oh yes. Oh wow. It's a delightful number, very subtle, but effective.
Yes.
Robert J.J. Rieger.
Seems like he has a lot as well.
Of OSW tattoos. Super bra.
Very good. Well done. So I assume he has a boy stable.
A stable of sorts. We shall jaunt over to the paddock, open the gate, and we will let his boys trot in the field and play.
Frolic in the field. This is awesome. This is crazy that people are getting tattoos of our show. It's fucking awesome and I love it, but it's also mental. Thank you, Robert. We will now bury your boy staple.
Who better than Chris Canyon?
Never saw a lot of them.
Ooh, if you wanted to, you could see almost all of them.
That's definitely going to be cut.
Man, I'm really sad he never played Mortis in WWE, because I'd only see pictures from WCW. I didn't watch it at the time. And it's fucking awesome. It's like a Mortal Kombat skull outfit, like a good Mortal Kombat ripoff. So thumbs up.
I just always wanted to see Mortis tag with Kane. I just think they would have been an awesome looking team.
The masterpiece, Chris Masters.
That's a rare choice.
Chris Adonis.
Not for me.
No? I mean, he's definitely worthy of being someone's boy.
Oh yeah, like he's straight to the attention, this guy. I remember a couple of weeks into his masterpiece gimmick, the backstage scowl was like, "Oh, all the wrestlers think he's really full of himself." I was like, "That's his gimmick, mate." No,
Yeah.
kayfabe, fucking hell, you know. So I think he might have just been fucked from the start, kind of thing. And close to OSC's heart, Skip, Chris Candido.
Yeah.
Nice new gen boy.
New gen boy. Good gimmick. Decent worker. Yep. Happy with that.
The penultimate boy, Stevie Richards, particularly RTC and Chronic era. Both great boy gimmicks there.
He played his part in Right to Censor beautifully. Like, I didn't like it, but holy shit, they cast him in that role perfectly.
Yep.
What about Dr. Stevie from
Holy
TNA?
shit, who dresses like a nurse.
Yeah, and like doesn't even tie his hair back. Big, greasy baby oil hair, and he's like, "Hey, be your doctor today." Oh, run!
Oh, and finally, his bottom boy. He proclaims, "I don't care about the rules. Jinder Mahal is my boy for life, and I won't accept anything else."
So obviously, in modern day wrestling, world titles mean significantly less. There are more of them. Do modern day boys need to be worked out on a boy to boy basis? Because like Jinder, Ziggler, Swagger, they're just three.
Kali.
Kali
They're three off the top of my head that
should never have been champion.
Should be boy.
I'm on for putting them, specifically those wrestlers, back in. Put them in the pool.
Put them in the pool.
The shallow end. Yeah.
So he
And
can
Jinder.
have Jinder.
Yeah, whopper stablemate. Robert, thank you so much for sullying your body with our show.
Cheers, bro. That's for life.
Last show we mentioned that business was down across the board, every quantifiable metric except OSC approval ratings. Major rejiggering of WWF on TV. So, I'm sure Fox just gave Saturday Night's Main Event the boot after 2 episodes, which meant now all of WWF's TV shows were pre-taped. What that means is like various hosts recap the storylines and throw to matches which were bulk recorded. The main one was WWF Superstars, but they also had All American Wrestling, WWF Mania, Wrestling Challenge, and Prime Time Wrestling on Mondays with Vince, Heenan, and Perfect. But ratings for that took a dip, so they decided on a radically different idea. Drop down from 2 hours down to 1, and show the matches, interviews, and angles live. Actually, half live. They tape on Mondays and Tuesdays. Monday, the show goes out live, and Tuesday, they record for next Monday. WWF had no idea what they stumbled on. Sure, they only rented the Grand Ballroom in the Manhattan Center for 2 months. The Manhattan Center? Yes. Small fans, small arena, small... Never mind. Alternate early ideas for a venue were doing it inside an old merch warehouse in Stamford that WWF owned, but it was still too expensive. Paramount Theatre inside MSG? Now I get lost amongst the other events. And consider the other ballroom in the Manhattan Center, the ECW's future stomping ground, the...
Hammerstein.
Yes, very good. Hammerstein Ballroom. But it was too shitty, so they just used the main ballroom.
Fuck you, Heyman.
Actually, horrendous news. Allegedly, the wrestlers were paid a TV wage for doing Raw. How much to do Raw per show?
$2,000.
$600.
$25 per show.
Would that even get them a taxi home?
You have feet, don't you?
Fuck it. Vince, you fucking genius.
So, The Undertaker, Bret Hart, HBK.
Are they taxed off that? Turns out you're coming out with 2137 lads, actually. Holy shitballs.
The gate, $10 a pop, and 600 people paid in. So $6,000. But 25 years and over 1,300 episodes later, it's still here as the flagship wrestling show in the world. WWF Monday Night Raw, let's do it to it.
The Undertaker.
$25. It's like, where's that vulture you had at Mania? Oh, I had to cook it.
There are no tickets left. It's sold out in there. They're jammed to the rafters.
Then show me the press gate so I can get through here.
I didn't make up the rules here. I didn't
What do
know
you mean you
anything
didn't
about
make up the rules?
Monday Night Raw. We are live from the streets of a chilly NYC. Ooh, we're outside with Sean Mooney. I swear to God, there were definitely fans out here a minute ago, but they're all gone. Ooh, the Raw theme.
It reminds me of, remember I told you before about the Sega Mega Drive game I got? I think it was called Raw.
Yeah. Back in 94.
Yeah. And
So they've had two Raw games come out then. Because they had one come out for the original Xbox as well.
Very good, very good.
It was terrible, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah. So was this, but fond memories nonetheless.
Yeah.
It's uncut.
Uncooked.
Uncensored.
And Vince is there going, get it fucking right.
Let's get it straight. Uncut. Uncooked. Uncensored. There you go.
Holy shit. Vince was having none of them, having none of it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It must be terrifying doing your job with your boss sitting right there next to you, picking up on every little fuck up that you do and making you drill things until you get it right.
Especially when your boss is shit at his job.
I actually think if I were working in WWE, I'd prefer to be on commentary with Vince, because if he was backstage and in your ear, he'd be like,
You're absolutely spot on. Like, he's made many a person quit over that, right? I know.
and he's turned Michael Cole into Michael Cole.
Yeah.
Man, it's like the dead eyes, like a shark of Michael Cole.
Do you want me to say that every time? Because I said it a shitload of times tonight. Okay. Yes, sir. So you want... Yes, sir. Yep. Okay, you got it. Thank you.
From the Grand Ballroom in the Manhattan Center, it's January 11th, 1993, in front of 1,000 people, 600 paid. $10 of pop, free seating, sit anywhere. Bringing in a tidy $6,000. 1993 Raws averaged a little over 2.5 million viewers. Commentators tonight are Vince McMahon and Randy Savage. Hang on, with Rob Bartlett on commentary.
Who in the name of sweet Jesus is this cunt?
Aha! Comedian Rob Bartlett, a stand-up comedian, and he's from the WFAN radio station in New York, known for his celebrity impressions, as you'll find out.
Really?
On Imus in the Morning. Vinnie Mac brought in Rob Bartlett to give an outsider's opinion and throw in his unique brand of comedy and his quips, and to keep Raw topical with current pop culture references.
Don't forget, folks, coming up soon, the WWF's version of the Amy Fisher story, Pin Me. Starring the sensational Sherry as Amy, Vince McMahon as Joey Buttafuoco, and Bobby the Brain Heenan as Mary Jo.
I think he just did a Rebecca Heenan out there.
Holy fuck.
Well, of course, Vince thought 40-year-old Macho was too old to main event, so he put him behind the announcer's desk.
And we have 43-year-old Rob Bartlett.
Oh, quick reminder. So, Macho Man, 40 years old when this took place. 2018, AJ Styles is 41.
Whoa.
The burning question. How long did Rob Bartlett last as colour commentator?
One episode.
This is January?
Yeah.
I'm going to say he's gone by like Paddy's Day.
Oh, wow. Jeez, he's done very well. He 3 months, adios in April.
How? How can he last 12 weeks?
Probably has like a good parking space, Doesn't want to give it up. Oh, OSC, you, sir, are watching the Raw 15th anniversary DVD version.
Yeah, 43 minutes, including a Michael Cole introduction, complete with Freddie Mercury mustache.
With the old Findlay.
Yeah,
How was it?
better than most of his looks.
V1, sir, you are watching the WWE Network version.
Yes, 46 minutes of glorious HD Raw, which was very nice. Very nice to not watch something that looks like shit.
Yes, and I watched the shit version. You had the live version, which was a minute shorter despite including IcoPro and Slim Jim ads.
I had IcoPro stuff.
No, I had no idea. Like, because I didn't miss out anything.
Okay.
I know. Shout out to Brian Kenny and Stephen Modlin for the hookup. Oh, Steve! What bear is the Macho Man?
Well, Jay, Macho Man is wearing a blistering green, white, and other colours ensemble. So he is a Wasabi Special Edition Kit Kat.
Oh, yeah, I like it. Well, no, I don't, actually. It's disgusting. Well, I'm sure we don't get it here.
No, it's Japan only. Supposedly the Japanese got like 20 special editions of Kit Kats that only released there.
Is there like a panty flavoured one, yeah? Knackers, a lot of them.
Shame flavoured.
Our inaugural contest is Coco Beware versus Yakazuma.
Oh my God. Rob Bartlett. The first thing you say and you get it wrong. At least Virgil, when he gets it wrong, is charming. But you're just a cunt.
There's a great match I can't wait to see, Vince. Coco Beware versus Yokozuna.
Yokozuna.
I was actually really annoyed about it until Mr. Fuji did an interview and he did it wrong as well.
He also called him Yokozuna, which I was going to explode about later on. Yeah. I was like, he's his fucking manager. He doesn't know his name. Did you notice that Coco seems to be wearing the sunglasses that you got free in McDonald's 30 years ago? Yeah.
Yokozuna, El Microsoft Zuna. Apparently versed in all of the martial arts, aka none of the martial arts.
Is sumo wrestling a martial art?
I would imagine yes.
Not as much motion, more of a partial art.
Very good, Jay.
Vince quips Yoko's never been off his feet, and Rob quips he hasn't ever seen his feet.
I won't lie, I laughed a little bit at this one.
that was
I actually
good.
thought maybe this guy is going to be funny, but I was like, no. He was one and done, lads.
Not good is Kevin Dunn's love for that bar shot on Zuna.
Oh my
Just
God.
right up in there. Steve, I thought Yokozuna looking pretty svelte here.
Yeah, I always preferred him in the white jocks, to be honest. This is his kind of fancy jocks.
Coco's doing Virgil's job from the last episode. It's a squash to get over Kakina's dominance. Coco bounces off him like a bullet. Boing, boing. Drop kicks have a little effect, and when Yoko sidesteps him, it's all over. A wonderful leg drop. I thought Yoko's leg drop looked great.
Yeah.
Then we get a hoe train, a chop push, and a bonsai. And Coco fells the Birdman in 3:45.
Not a good match, but it did what it needed to do. It got Yoko over. But I'll tell you what didn't get Yoko over. Rob Bartlett. He's just like calling him fat. He can't see his face. He's got a massive ass.
Can't see his...
Oh, sorry. He can't see his own feet. And he said ass, and both Macho Man and Vince go like, whoa! Raw is uncooked, uncensored. It's like Vince trying to cover it up. So yeah, not a good match, but it did make him look strong.
Yeah, it did its job. I preferred the Virgil match at the Survivor Series. Yeah, okay, he wasn't doing much in this match, but he wasn't bad, lads. He was not bad.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Effective squash. You can see what they're building to. Vince puts over Yoko being in the Rumble, and we see an ad for it. I love that they say, the Earth will rumble. And then there's footage of Earthquake jumping up and down.
Yeah.
And the screen goes down. Oh, good stuff.
The earth will rumble.
Oh, the Raw girl. Hey. Large volume-haired girls in bathing suits and stilettos holding up about an A4 sign about Raw. I always associate female eye candy with WCW and the Nitro Girls. They're, much more prominent.
Yeah, WWE never really did it that badly. Like, obviously, they hired really gorgeous women and got them to wrestle, like, bra and panties matches. But they never just had hot women out there dancing.
I was thinking when the WWF dropped these, because obviously they don't do it today, it lasted about a year. And they toned it down within a couple of weeks.
Really? Because it was pretty toned down as it was. She was wearing, like, a full body, not bodysuit, but like a full... Bathing suit. Yes, thank you.
Well, I just sent them a threatening letter and a box of sweaters.
Yes.
Sorted it out.
Ganzis.
Yes.
Buska Ganzi.
The little lady in the ring. It tells you it is Monday Night Raw Uncut.
I'm glad I got X-ray vision.
Uncensored.
Let's take you to Bobby the Brain Heenan via videotape. He's picking up Narcissus.
Hey, Mr. Perfect. I heard you're asking questions.
In a pre-taped vignette, Bobby Heenan touts that at the Royal Rumble, it's the coming of Narcissus.
It begins. And I am hyped to the max.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I had at least a half grin while I was watching.
You had a semi. Do you notice he never says Lex Luger? It's only Narcissus.
At this point, so Lex would have been unknown to the vast majority of WWF fans, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He'd still be quite a big name from WCW, though.
Yeah, like he was former world champion, right?
Yeah.
But in WWF, a handful of people would have known him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they'll find out. Brain puts over Narcissus's physique, saying he is more perfect than perfect. Even Michelangelo couldn't capture on canvas his stupendous qualities, comparing Narcissus and Hennig as ice cream to horse manure. Jeez, I thought he was going to say the difference between one tastes really bad.
Narcissus is from another world.
Well, I must say, I'm looking forward to the unveiling of Narcissus.
Obviously, the word brain is used loosely there, Vince.
Our second matchup of the night is the Steiner Bras, Rick and Scott versus the no-entrance miscellaneous masked foreigners, I guess? Seriously, the commentators talk over Fink whilst the Steiner's University of Michigan fight song is playing, so you have no idea who these people are. The Executioners.
Fucking state of them, lads. Seriously, like, when's the last time you've seen jobbers look this jobby?
This...
When they demask. Steve, the Whopper. This is Gilbert and Barry Hardy.
And it's Dwayne Gill.
But that's the beauty of having jobbers in masks. You could just bring them out again next week in a different mask and a different mask and a different mask. They probably lived upstairs.
How much is women board? $26. Look at these sexy boys.
Matching blonde mullets.
Whoa. Barry Hardy.
Get in my stable.
Look at that handlebar rape tash he's got going on.
Yeah, no one expects you to know who the masked jobbers are, but Bartlett shows his ignorance, asking which Steiner is the one with the headgear.
Now, who's the one with the headgear, Rick or Scott?
Macho, he just says, oh yeah, the one in the middle.
Yeah.
And then he was like, actually, it's Rick.
Yeah, he's like, I'm only having a bit of crack with you, mate.
Actually, it's not the worst, because Vince thought Doink's name was Dork, and then he was like, what is his name? What a maneuver!
This fucking show, lads, what an absolute train wreck.
It's Doink.
You could call him
It
anything
could be
you want.
Dork. It could very well be Dork.
I like Dork better.
You're Dork.
Tilt a whirl slam as Doink is already bouncing around in the crowd, his arms in a sling bra. Incredible botched sell as Rick throws Executioner B to the ropes, but he falls over instead. I thought it was a great sell. Vince covers saying Rick threw him too hard.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, which covers up the fuck up and it puts Rick over as being a beast. Vince, good fucking job, mate.
Steve, what bear is Scott Steiner?
Well, Jay, you're going to like this one, by the way. Scott Steiner is wearing a lovely little green and black singlet. So he is a Nugger Mint.
I love it. Yes. Probably not the mint. I hate mint ice cream, but you can have the mint. You like mint.
I do like mint ice cream, yes.
Rick manhandles Executioner B, folding him into the corner as Do-Rag Executioner is thrown in. Wonderful catch and high-angle twisting slam. Fuck, this is great.
It was lovely.
Do-Rag eats Scott's suspended overhead suplex, and B takes a double underhook powerbomb.
Scott's overhead belly to belly was my favourite part of this entire show. It was beautiful.
That's that. Steinerizer, aka Manhattan Bulldog, and the Steiners flattened the jobbers in a svelte 3 minutes. Crowd on their feet for these lads, and rightly so. I think they looked fucking awesome here. Healthy Steiners still at their peak.
Mm-hmm. I thought that this match was nothing, but these lads were put over so strong and they looked amazing that I was like, yeah, perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Yeah, it's such a shame that the Steiners never got a fair run in WWF. They were champions 2 times, but they were so much better than all of the other tag teams in the company, and we didn't get to see enough of them. It's just so sad. And obviously, it was a squash match, but great to see the 2 lads doing nice suplexes and a bit of mat-based wrestling and a bit of jumping around.
A bit of jumping around.
Jump up and get down.
Typically, yes.
The Steiner Brothers! Oh, yeah! And a hug for moments!
All through the night, we'd get attempts of Bobby Heenan trying to get into Raw because it's the hot ticket. You see, no one can get in.
Well, you know, not after the 400 people took the free fucking seats.
Oh, this time, Rob Bartlett's aunt, apparently, is kicking up a fuss with security demanding to be let in. Obviously, it's Heenan in drag. Completely obvious and ludicrous, but I thought it was good for a laugh. Did you get a chuckle? Did you get a semi?
No, not even a quarter.
Maybe drop this in week 2.
Oh my, could you imagine him trying to get in every week? Fucking hell.
Or next week is him trying to get out.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Oh, geez, big bang of nostalgia hearing Lord Al say this. WWF champion Bret Hart shields Ico Pro and Macho Man lauds the beef, spice, and excitement of a Slim Jim. WWF home console games with Hogan shilling them. Well, no, with pictures of Hogan on the box art and the ads, despite him not being with the company. His last match was 9 months ago at WrestleMania 8.
Body slamming WrestleMania action is now on all video game systems.
Vince interviews the bad guy in the ring. You'll have to speak up. I can't hear you over Razor's shirt. Definitely early 90s shapes with the shirt. Like,
yes,
you can tell what decade we're in. Early 90s.
It looks like the intro to Saved by the Bell.
Brilliant.
Look at me, man. I was born ready, Chico. And when you say golden opportunity, that's got Razor Ramon written all over it.
By the way, I asked the OSW Multiverse what they think of main event 90s Razor, and 95% agree with OOC.
Excellent.
Saying they love it.
I know most people think I am absolutely wrong here, and sure, that's fine, but I absolutely hate it. I hate the accent. I can't take it seriously at all. And he speaks so slowly.
That's the thing. Oh my God. Do you ever see like American voiceover YouTube videos? They all speak like you're hearing impaired.
Yeah, I completely understand what you're saying. About the YouTube videos, yeah.
Yeah.
But not this.
But not Razor. I gotta say, like, I appreciate that his gimmick and his cadence is very different from everyone else in the WWF. I just don't think it's a world champion gimmick. I think it's like a solid mid-card. You put him in the mid-card and I'll love you for it. And he was great as a mid-card champion. I think it's like if you put Goldust as the world champion or in main eventing pay-per-views, it's like, what the fuck's this? But as an IC champion, all for it.
Meeting the Hitman Bret Hart for the WWF Championship. Are you ready? You're less than 2 weeks away.
Mr. McMahon asked him about his WWF title shot against Bret Hart at the Rumble. I do love that Razor calls Bret Hitman. That's quite clever. And he says he's going to cut him. Razor jumped the cockroach Owen on WWF Mania 2 days ago. I love this. Like, he clotheslined him. He Pearl Harbors him in front of him. Who does see this guy running for 5 seconds?
This 6'5" monster of a man coming towards you. You can hear his gold jingle from like half a mile away.
Owen watching him the whole way.
I have only like 35 seconds to move. I can't.
Better continue my interview.
He's frozen with fear, lads.
Maybe it's like the Commodore 64 thing. If you're not on the screen, you don't exist.
Oh, I like it. So you're telling me that there wasn't enough memory in 93 to see things off screen.
I do love with Razor here, he throws his toothpick at a talking Vince McMahon. He was putting him over. It was great. How many people get to do that to their boss?
Oh, yeah.
It'll head your way, ladies and gentlemen, in less than 2 weeks, Sunday afternoon. He's a bad guy.
Somalia Headlock on Hunger. It's a charity MSG house show at the end of the month. Brett versus Bam Bam. Perfect versus Flair. Sean versus Backlund. Taker IRS. Macho versus DiBiase. WWF would donate all of the gate money to the Red Cross, all $6,000 of it.
But what about the wrestlers? Up to their 25 quid.
Involuntary donation, yeah. And it was MSG, it was alright. It was $100,000, and invited a ton of media to the press conference announcing said charity event because philanthropy is the future of marketing.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Here's a clip from it of Bret Hart with a giant check from Mike Taylor of the Norfolk Rover Dealer Network.
So that was Bret's check at Survivor Series.
No, it was like a massive check this time around.
Oh, so
he put it in water, yeah. Actually, on next week's Raw, Bearer and Taker pimp it. And I was like, WWF, not the most self-aware company to have the dead guy promote starvation. Undertaker, he showed up at a Make-A-Wish entering in a hearse.
Oh, what?
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Is that the most tone-deaf thing that's ever happened in the world?
Ooh, jeez. Bobby Lashley's sisters? No, they've done distasteful stuff, but not so much tone-deaf thing, you know?
Yeah.
But this week, Tatanka pimps it. But the promo was so short, Vince says, oh, that was Tatanka, by the way.
It was like 10 seconds long. He said absolutely nothing. Let's get a hold on headlock for hunger. No, wait. That's terrorist.
It is, yes,
oh, right.
you're
It's got
correct.
lesbians.
That all has to be left in. That's amazing.
Match number 3 is for the Intercontinental title. It's Max Moon!
Maximilian!
Finally blasts off and debuts on OSW.
Lads, 25 quid is nowhere near enough money for all the jet fuel to get back home.
Max Moon, originally the Comet Kid, which was conceived of and played by Conan after seeing a Japanese anime robot shoot fire and confetti, just like his costume would. Fire spooter on the right, confetti streamer spooter on the left, as well as a helmet with tracer lights, shoulder pads, chest piece and backpack, not to mention the CO2 tanks that had to be refilled when you got to the arena and emptied before you left.
So he's got, 2 fireball spooters and 2 streamer spooters. And he gets rid of them very fast. He's Come on, that's enough of that shite.
Premature spooning.
Oh my god.
Oh, why so colourful? Yes, influenced by Mexican culture, Conan would generally have blindingly neon attire. Vince loved the gimmick. He thought there'd be crazy merch in it, just endless possibilities. And when he saw Conan in it, he was like, dance for me. Seriously.
Shooting at his feet when he said this. Oh my god.
It all went downhill pretty fast. The other wrestlers got jealous that Vince was spending so much time with him.
They were jealous
Of Maximilian. Namely the Nasties, but also Razor and HBK went to Vince to give out about him. Even though Conan...
Hold on a sec. They're adults. They're fully grown men.
Spend time with me!
Oh my god.
Even though Conan was under a WWF contract in 92, he continued to wrestle in Mexico, and combining his popularity exploding there since Mexico was red hot since the pro wrestling ban on television was only repealed a couple of years ago. And it was like that for like 30 years. Conan also got sick of lugging around about 5 boxes worth of his outfit. So he just started missing appearances and left the WWF around September, never making it to television. But 13 grand is a lot of money in 1992. Who hasn't got a gimmick and can fit in this suit?
Oh fuck.
Enter Paul Diamond.
Oh my god. Fucking hell.
Paul the Amazing Planeteer. aka masked white dude Kato from the Orient Express. The big jack
Yeah,
dude,
the massive guy.
Conan was pissed that someone else used the gimmick and out of spite kept the Max Moon boots. You can get your own. How did Rocket Man Paul Diamond get on, the bootless bastard? Let's find out.
Name for Buffalo, right?
38 pounds, Max. Indeed. Boom.
Here we go. It's Robo Wrestler.
Holy shit. State of your outfit, mate.
It's amazing. He's like a mixture of the Mortal Kombat 3 robots, Cyrax, Sector, crossed with Mega Man.
Yeah. Neon blue and pink and yellow with grey shoulder ribs and a mask that looks like he stretched a child's underwear over his face.
Macho Man, I never thought you'd be underdressed, but next to this guy,
Looks like Matt Masterson to me.
Maximilian is facing sexy boy Shawn Michaels. Bartlett chooses HBK's match to go into overdrive. Paul! What futuristic moves can he do? He can scramble down to the mat very quickly. He spends most of it looking at the mat. Oh, he does finish with a Matrix 1 jump where they both grab their hair and fly.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Bartlett calls a hangman to Max uncouth.
I don't know.
Uncouth is...
It's
like,
boorish. It's a boorish
yeah,
move.
boorish.
But it's not a boorish move.
Yeah.
He can't have it. We find out that Jack Tunney has attempted to pardon Mike Tyson, and he's on the line,
Oh,
apparently.
God. Here we go.
Mike, is that you?
yeah, hi, how you doing?
That's Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm in solitary confinement.
Holy shit. Who thought this was a good idea to do an impression of a convicted rapist on live television?
By the way, any New Year's resolutions from you, Mr. Tyson?
No, just that I want to make sure I don't miss that Royal Rumble. The tag team between Deadly Diana and Fabulous Fergie versus the Prince Brothers, Chuck and Andy.
This is why you brought him in. His celebrity
So he
impression.
had to break one out.
Oh, yeah.
And the most famous person in the world at the time, other than my boy, Coke, was probably Mike Tyson.
Can you do the line there?
Yeah. Just everyone is Boston.
It's amazing.
Everyone. Yeah, how you doing?
It should have ended right there.
Phone down.
But that poor horse, they just kept flogging it, lads. And it went for like 5 minutes.
They do go to ad break, and they come back, and he's still doing it.
Oh my God.
You missed it during the break, folks. Shawn Michaels pulled a knife.
Stop it, Rob.
I'm sorry.
It's not that raw, but it is uncut.
uncensored, and uncooked. Hey, who's that on the screen now? Is that Oprah Winfrey?
That's Doink hot dogging at ringside, and with the commentators doing their impressions, there's no way you can pay attention to this match. There is a match going on, Shawn Michaels and Max Moon. Lads, let's just take it home. Maximilian catapults Shawn over the top rope and follows up with a jumping dick tackle. He keeps going with a corner enziguri squash, Finley's Rolling Hills, Rolling Fireman's Carry Slam, and HBK evades and retorts with a tired super kick, back suplex, aka the teardrop suplex, and fucking wins with it.
Weird.
How is this a finisher?
And when I say his switching music barely even tipped him, like it looked soft. And then he did this move is Shawn Michaels' finisher. What?
Yeah.
What? A suplex.
It's not quite a full back suplex. He kind of twists, I think, slightly. Not even 90 degrees.
It's the only suplex I could do where I grab your junk. 10 minutes, 30 seconds. What did you think?
I just remember being very confused listening to it. I wasn't angry about the Mike Tyson thing. I was just, I don't know what's happening. Why are they doing this? And that took away from the match, so I don't really remember the match. I was a bit distracted. And otherwise, yeah, backdrop.
It's
That's
weird.
my takeaway.
It's weird. I'm sure they didn't think it was weird in 93, but looking back,
It's so bizarre.
It was a shame Maximilian, he won't/can't lucha wrestle, as that's what Conan did, and it would fit way better with the Max Moon character, a spaceman, No one else was doing it in the WWF at the time as well. He mostly just did a lot of forward rolls, but Bigelow can do that.
Viscera could do that.
Now, there's an exciting new reason to rise and shine. WWF Mania.
Ad for WWF Mania, Saturdays at 10 a.m. Originally, WWF wanted a show to go on an hour before WCW Saturday night, but scrapped it, we're not doing that, for a Saturday morning show. Then a Royal Rumble report. Oh my god. Mean Gene runs down the card, specifically Marty versus Shawn for the IC title. Marty is going to call January 24th Marty Jannetty Day. Steve, is that better or worse than Rusev Day?
Oh god. Marty Jannetty Day.
Is that when all drugs are legal for 24 hours?
I'm going to call it Marty Jannetty Day because that's the day I'm going to get everything I want.
Ooh, and then we get some comments by Rumble participants. Smiley Mr. Perfect says, no matter how fast or strong you are, you're not perfect. And then he's like, close your mouth, Lynn.
So I've got a double challenge for Perfect. You are not allowed to say the word perfect during any promo, or doing a Royal Rumble promo, say the words 29.
Well, telling Perfect that he can't put promos with the word perfect. He'd be like, what's the fucking point in being Mr. Perfect if I can't tell people I'm perfect?
I'm Mr. Pretty Good.
Perfect. One thing you're not, and that's perfect.
Nitro stills of the competitors. Oh man, do you see this?
Yes.
Ted DiBiase's pick is amazing. He just ha! It's like if you were frozen in carbonite, that's the pose you want. Oh, Papa Shango's pick. Shango Tango. He's got a book of curses.
It's awesome.
Changing the world one spell at a time. Oh, cockeyed Jim Duggan humbly says,
"Oh, hey guys, I'm a great babyface, and let me just tell you, I can't guarantee I'm going to win this match.
Probably lose.
I may lose, but I'll try.
Try.
I did really like this. They don't do it anymore. They put over the Rumble participants individually, not just a big, massive graphic. There you can see who's there. Because each of them are important by themselves.
Yep.
Well, not
Even
Jim Duggan.
Even the ones that aren't. Yeah.
Despite Raw not being over, fans are queuing up outside for tickets to next week's Raw. There are actually Rangers fans leaving the game, and Mooney asked them to stay and pretend they're looking for tickets.
Oh my god.
Max Mooney gets a word with one gentleman, Uncle Morty Feldman, Rob Bartlett's uncle. You fan?
No.
Mooney plays along for a good 30 seconds before Heenan pulls his own beard down. It was weird.
He's like, this is taking too long. You idiot.
I'm out of material.
I've got to go inside.
What are you talking about?
I have to. He's got the tickets for me for tonight for the Raw on discount. He's got the discount. He's a good bagel. He's a good boy.
Ugandan Giant, the mighty Kamala, this past weekend on the WWF Network. You might say that he saw the light thanks to Reverend Slick.
The WWF Challenge recap of Kamala, as seen on the WWF Network. Could you imagine if there was a streaming service in 1993? Break out your 28.8 kilobaud modem.
Could you imagine it?
The internet? Is that thing still around? Kamala, dissension.
Smelling this.
Whippleman wants a new bow, so must break off from Kamala. Ever since losing the casket match at the Survivor Series, Kamala's been all out of sorts. So Harvey and Kim Chi start abusing him, pushing him around until Slick comes in to make the save. This leaves Kamala free to attack the baddies, turn face, and get a new manager too in Slick. Oh, by the way, Kim Chi, the brawler here, he's almost as tall as Kamala. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Stout dude.
He's absolutely huge as well, yeah.
And man, Slick, he has a type. This is his second African monster. After Akeem.
Very good, Jay.
Vince plugs next week. It's Perfect versus Shango, which doesn't happen. It's actually Hennig versus the Rooster. Tito versus Flair. An interview with Bret Hart. And Woody Allen versus Mia Farrow in a steel cage match.
I don't get this.
Is Bartlett going to do an impression?
Holy shit.
Oh, God.
Holy shit. Be amazing. Maybe. It's our final contest. It's Damian DeMento versus The Undertaker. One of them will go on to have a storied 30-plus year legendary career, and the other one is some nobody, Mark Calloway. From the outer reaches of your mind, it's Damian DeMento.
Isn't that Black Rain's gimmick?
I think Black Rain
the
is
deepest, darkest corners of your mind, right? Of his mind.
Yeah, two very different places.
darkest corner and outer reaches. Yeah.
Yeah.
The old reach around.
Oh, no, but a corner is the outer reach, right?
It's true.
Yes.
So you're saying they had bunk beds?
No, they just slept tops and tails.
Holy awesome carny look here, Steve. A French fork goatee beard, and he's bald except for a tuft of mullet at the back.
He kind of looks a bit like Jesse Ventura's character in...
Demolition Man?
Demolition Man, thank you. Yes.
What's your buckle?
No? Oh, I love that movie.
I love Demento's black feather claw cloak thingy. I thought it was pretty awesome. It's a bit
cool.
Shango Tango-y as well. He's facing the Undertaker, who is patiently waiting halfway down the entrance ramp by the look of it.
Or he fucking sprinted.
and then someone looked at him and he stood still.
He's probably doing the, his legs aren't even moving. He's just kind of sliding forward.
He's leaning. Yeah, the fastest Taker entrance in history.
Yeah, it's so refreshing to see.
Great.
It's nice,
Amazing,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Time between theme playing to stepping in the ring, 12 seconds.
Oh, yes.
It's because the set is so small. We're at the Manhattan Center. The set itself is just the ring, couple of banners, and the WWF Live Tube logo dealy. If you're wondering why it's so small, one, money, it's a new generation. Shit is, it's tight, And two, they had to load everything in the set into the small passengers elevator up 7 floors.
Oh my God.
It was the only way. It was so small the wrestlers actually had to dress in the stairwell. Although that might be a Jerry Lawler joke, who knows?
That's fucking ghetto.
I'm just amazed that this is on the 7th floor. This building must be enormous.
I suppose they would have had more room, but they had 5 boxes of Max Moon gear.
Who's the guy with the martini shaker, Vince?
Wow. You've been working with him for some time. You don't know who that is?
No.
Oh my God. Vince fucking sandbags this guy. Yes. Sack him, Vince. I can't wait until he's sacked.
Yeah, Vince has none of it. Not even when Bartlett quips that Bearer needs an iron supplement because he's looking a bit pale.
Which was his second funny line of the entire night.
There you go.
Yeah.
2 funnies. No?
No?
Yeah, not for
Not
me.
a bean.
No.
What if he said it as Mike Tyson?
Oh.
Get out. Big Damo can't sell, flumping to the ground, nails level selling Taker's old school or his primary school. You know, he just Taker gives him nothing.
No. He takes 2 punches and a thrust to the throat. About 40 seconds later, I think he does like a top handle punch, and then Taker's like, "That's it, mate. You're getting nothing else." And he doesn't.
Deadman does his big jumping clothesline and poses for the hard camera. That was awesome, yeah. Bartlett quips the Undertaker uses those gloves to avoid dishwash hands.
That's quite good.
So you laugh at this one?
I like that one.
Finish of the match is a tombstone and an uncontested 3 as we get a shot of Vlad the Superfan in an Ico Pro jumper.
Nice.
2:26 this one went. What do you think?
A nothing match. It's like any Taker squash match at this time. This is the main event of your first episode of your new live TV show. Why not have a good match?
Yeah.
Perhaps Damian DeMento's gimmick is some kind of Mad Max 2?
Beyond Blunderdome.
Well, you gave me no reaction the first one. Yeah, it was just a squash match.
I've nothing to say about it. It was nothing.
I thought it was an effective squash. Love this subtle character work here as Taker motions to hurt DeMento more, but Barrow grabs the back of his hair and uses the urn to drive him off backstage.
That was nice.
Because like he's an unthinking monster working on his base carnal urges to murder. Oh, awesome, yeah. Big Damo here. This is his peak. Being the answer to the trivia question, who did Taker beat in the main event of first ever Raw? What? That's it? There's 2 minutes of airtime left. I guess it's time for your main event. It's an interview with Doink Bra.
I can't believe this.
Holy shit. Not content with hot dogging and ruining 2 matches, Doink main events the first ever Raw. Vince echoes Crush's warning about Doink making kids cry. He says it twice, I was dying.
It was amazing. Just how he says it. It looks like he's so pissed off. He's like, "You're making kids cry."
Doink likes to make children cry, not laugh, and Crush has warned you about that.
He warned me about what?
Making children cry.
The clown says if Crush was out here, he'd be crying too. And so he does. Come out, that is. Holy shit. Bra count from Crush.
Who's laughing now?
Hey, bro, you got that? This was just a warning, bro. On anyone else, bro. You got that, brother?
4 bras and 1 brother.
Wow. Only 4. It felt like way more.
There's only like 5 sentences in the speech, so it's quite a high ratio. So Doink brother sprays water at Crush and runs away around the ring. Crush gives up after a few seconds and celebrates anyway. Main event, Hawaiian Crush and Doink. 2 clowns. Fucking state of your company, mate. What do you think? Enjoy this?
There was wall-to-wall doinks, wall-to-wall bras.
Wall-to-wall making kids cry.
Yes, but not by Crush. So we were nearly there.
It's a powerful summation of the scene. You enjoy this?
Absolutely love it. No, well, hold on a sec. It's awful. It's terrible. But because of you and the history of Doink Bra, making kids cry, brah, loved it. Marked out. I was watching this at home and I was like squeezing the pillow and I was tense. I was waiting on it and I was just like, yeah, this is great.
The crowd got 1 extra match that night, Crush beating Big Bum Bigelow, but it wasn't televised. But it was a DQ, so probably for the best. Oh, we dip in with Heenan for one last time. Mooney lets him in, but Raw's over. That And next week he's just clawing, trying to get out. Like, please.
His fingernails are gone.
Let him go. Let him go. Have a good time up there, Bobby.
Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you.
So that was the show, the first ever Raw. What did you think?
It was obviously terrible. Everything. Well, not everything, but
What was good?
I quite enjoyed the Razor promo. Otherwise, really bad. But 45 minutes, we'll say maximum an hour and 20 minutes is more than enough for a weekly wrestling show.
Yeah, that would be the peak. Yeah, 90 minutes show, yeah.
This one, what it needed to get done, it got done. It wasn't done well, but of course we have to recommend it because it's the first ever Raw. Otherwise, it's awful.
It didn't thaw your new gen heart. You need a hot,
this is very early days new gen. So we're not
like it hasn't really kicked off.
Yeah.
It hasn't gotten low enough.
I was going to say, and by kicked off, I mean sunk.
You mean kicked down? It's not bad enough to be good, yeah.
No. So, it was a bad show. But I do like how they put over Yoko, except for Rob Bartlett, who tried his best to not put him over. I thought that the Steiners looked really good. And that's about it. Other than this being the very first Raw, there's nothing else good. And the bad, holy shit, man. Taker versus Big Damo. Rob Bartlett, Mike Tyson, Crush Bra. Just pretty much everything else on it was just absolute stank. But I would recommend watching it because it's historically important. And it's absolutely a product of its time. A terrible time in wrestling history.
A terrible product.
But 46 minutes long. Sign me up. But it does make me appreciate how good the wrestling is in modern day Raw.
Yeah, agreed. Humble beginnings. And it's nothing like what Raw would become. WCW made Monday Nitro in 95, and out of response to that, WWF completely retooled it into Raw is War 2-hour show starting in 97, which is the pinnacle of WWF programming.
It's the year of our Lord, like, you know.
Yes. And night and day from this. Like, I enjoyed it from a historical context. I love the 1 hour time slot, but holy shit, this show sucked. Rob Bartlett, he's still doing the impression.
Really?
He wouldn't, like...
Oh. I thought you meant that this idiot is still getting work doing his shtick, is what I thought you meant.
Just Bartlett, he brings this really sleazy, lowbrow, shock jock smell to the show.
Smell?
From a bollocks point of view, I loved seeing Maximilian and Damian DeMento, so all's forgiven. But for fans, better luck in 3 years. Another positive is that they did fit a lot into this 1 hour, but we'd have to wait for next week to see the other half of the roster. Ooh, do you want to find out what happened? Oh, Raw number 2. Much more coherent show, setting up matches for this Sunday's Royal Rumble and next week's Raw. Off the top, Macho gets Pearl Harbored by the Repo Man.
I've known that ages.
And with Repo, sneak attacks hurt twice as bad.
Nice.
Old man Macho's like, oh, where's my hat? He stole my hat.
Have to cover my onion hair, like.
And yes, he has, and they'll wrestle next week. Oh man, poor Savage. Like, he outdrew Hulk Hogan when he was champion. Rubbing elbows with Repo. Fuck, that's like feuding with Bastion Booger.
Just remember, I have your hat.
Hey, I don't care.
And that's your prized possession.
That's okay. Hey,
you were late with the payments and I got it.
Vince and Macho are already sick of Rob Bartlett. This is day 2 on the Tuesday, and start not responding to his quips.
Good, because on this show, every time he makes a bad joke, and Vince is like, ha ha ha. Oh man.
He name drops Joey Buttafuoco again. He does this impression. He's like, Mercy, I don't gotta show you no stinking mercy.
Mercy, I don't got to show you no stinking mercy.
We don't need no badges. I don't have to show you any stinking badges.
Badges? You got us badges? We don't need no stinking badges.
Bret Hart cuts a desperate promo. Your world champion. He can't get over Razor saying that he wanted to slap Stu Hart, but he kept saying, oh, he slaps Stu Hart, oh, he slaps Stu Hart. I kind of want to slap Stu Hart now.
Stretch him.
Slap him. Marty Chewitt's Jannetty faces Glenn Ruth. The Glenn Ruth. Trasher from the Headbangers.
No.
He's got a head of hair and he's got these Saved by the Bell intro jocks. Unrecognizable. He Pearl Harbors Marty. He's a jobber, but like Marty has a spot of bother with him. But he hits a sweet rocker dropper for the clean 3. See you, Sean, at the Rumble. Oh, pretty much every match they'll have someone on the phone. So this one had Sean on the phone.
Shawn Michaels will shake Jannetty's world.
We got a Superstars recap. Doink Pearl Harbor's Crush with his fake broken arm. Holy shit. Doink, Pearl Harbor and Crush. It was pretty great, I have to say. Like, he was like, hey, take my flower. And eventually, he takes the flower and gives it to a fan. And it's like, oh, I got you now. And just hits him with his wanking claw. So, bang, got him. And keeps beating him until Wurzel comes out and breaks it up. I got a lot of people tweeting me that they're so happy with the Wurzel alert is back. Red Rooster gets plucked by Mr. Perfect, who's in way better shape than in Survivor Series. He's got his old singlet back as well.
Nice.
Taylor has a lovely spine buster, but Perfect's got this weird pedigree where, set him up for the pedigree. And Rooster bumps, It's
very hot. Splicey.
It's getting the worst of it. And ring-a-ding!
Oh, Flair Pearl Harbor's Perfect, making him right for the picking, but nothing doing human cock. Perfect still steamrolls Rooster with a perfect plex. It's very sad for Red Rooster, like he can't get a win after Flair beats up your opponent, And in the main event, Vince says El Matador could very well win the Royal Rumble. Flair comes out and has a nondescript TV bout, like, oh, woo, and takes the top rope slam counter.
Help, I've fallen and I can't get up.
Perfect comes out to brawl and the match is thrown out. Flair demands a loser leaves town match for the Raw after the Rumble and Perfect accepts. How did they get on? You'll have to find out next time on OSW.
Is this Monday Night Raw or West Side Story?
Oh, so what do you think of that Raw? Sound good?
Yeah, good stuff.
Completely different from last week.
Sounds better.
It's like, how can you leave off Brett, Perfect, and Flair out of the first show?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose they didn't know it would be any good, so it's like, oh, you left off Brett off WWF Mania. Like,
wouldn't you want to front load your brand new show?
Yeah, put your world champion on the first show, yeah.
Well, it's a small elevator. We can't fit that much. Well, that does it for this week, folks. First ever Raw was something. It definitely occurred.
It happened. Moving on.
Next stop on the Lex Express is the 1993 Royal Rumble and the debut of Narcissus.
I can't fucking wait.
It's gonna be amazing.
It's special time.
Ooh.
Ah! Wow!
Oh, so we'll see you next time for the 1993 Royal Rumble. Steve, what is cracking on Twitch, buddy?
Jay, I am working my way through the incredible Arkham City. Come join me and watchy and have a bit of crack. Twitch.tv/OSW review.
Oh my god. So you remember you can watch all of our episodes.
Fuck!
FOC, free of charge, and in IMAX flavored for the 3 full screen at
OSWreview.com.
And if you're feeling jaunty, you can
jaunty?
Yes, you can put a fin down Steve's jocks. A 5 note. And watch some exclusive videos, pictures, reviews, music, what have you, nudie pics. And enroll in NoggerU at
NoggerU.OSWreview.com.
Oh my god, that's 4 for 4, Steve. Kablam. Yeah. So it's a goodbye from V1.
Take a fucking boo.
OZ.
Boo.
And myself, Jay Hunter. And remember, a winner is you.
Me.
There's actually a lot of alternate names for Max Moon. You want to hear them?
Question. Are these things that WWE thought of before they came up with Max Moon?
Max Moon was the pinnacle. That's what they settled on. So this is what didn't make the cut.
Yes.
Rory O'Ryan.
Oh, very nice.
He's fucking Irish.
I think that's really good.
Sparky McLeod.
No.
That is no Chili McFreeze.
Chili McFree, yeah.
Gyrator.
He's a J-Rater the Vibrator.
He can't be 25 light years from any child under 13. Like. Cosmic Jumper.
Oh, no.
Which is what all of the women wear on the moon.
Jay would be in paradise.
Dak Dangerous.
Yeah, that's okay.
Plutoid Paul.
Oh, no.
Plutoid Par.
Ooh, Stellar Steve.
Yes. Bucket.
Vance Crater. Jet Tumbler.
Tumbler.
Jet Tumbler. So that means as he's traveling through space,
Yeah.
he's like...
He just gets in the ring and falls over. Fucking hell. Molecular. Nothing? All right. Radioid.
Ray Dioid?
Yes.
Okay.
That sounds
These
like
are-
a dub character. Io, or it's pronounced EO. And one more. Paul the Amazing Planeteer.
Why do you want to call him Pa?
Trying to get Paul over.
Try the full name.
Paul, the Amazing Planeteer.
Could you imagine if the Titantron fell on Vince McMahon and all the scaffolding and he's like, Paul, the Amazing Planeteer. Paul.